A light-hearted folktale. Once upon a tick and a talk in the village of Tanda Tanda lived a man named Milo. And Milo had one very strange problem. He was always late, not just fashionable late. More like the wedding is over and the cake is gone kind of late. His friends joked, Milo won't attend your birthday this year. He will arrive next year and still ask for jollof rice. But Milo wasn't lazy. Oh no. He just believed time was too fast and he wanted to slow it down. So one day, he went in the market square and said loudly, I'm going to borrow time from tomorrow. People laughed, chickens quacked, and the village chief spat out his tea. Now here's where things get weird. Milo marched up the hill, past the talking lizard, don't ask, into the woods where time was said to live. And there it was, the hut of the timekeeper. An old woman sat outside, knitting seconds into a scarf. What do you want, boy? She asked without looking up. Milo puffed his chest. I would like to borrow a few hours from tomorrow, please. I will return them the day after. Then the old woman raised one eyebrow. Only one. The other one had retired. Then said, if you borrow time from tomorrow, tomorrow will arrive empty. Can you handle that? Milo nodded like he knew what that meant, but he didn't. Fine, she said. Take this pouch. It holds 6 borrowed hours. Use them wisely or foolishly, your choice. The Milo ran home grinning. Now I can fix everything. First, he cleaned his house, visited his aunt. He even ironed his clothes twice. The villagers were shocked. Milo is early. Even the moon came out a bit sooner just to check. But when the next morning came, nothing happened. Literally nothing. The sun didn't rise. Birds didn't chirp. The rooster stood frozen mid-cock at Dodo Ops. Milo walked outside. The village was still like a paused video. He ran up the hill again to the timekeeper. What's happening? He shouted. She calmly sipped her tea. You borrowed time from tomorrow, remember? So today, it's running on empty. Suddenly, Milo realized he was the only one awake. He had the whole village to himself. And worst of all, there was no cooked food. He tried to bake, but the fire refused to light. He sang to the rooster to get an egg. Nothing. Even the goats ignored him mid-moo. So after 5 hours of doing absolutely nothing, he sighed. Time indeed without people is just loneliness in disguise. Finally, when the pouch was empty, the sky shimmered like a clock restarting. The sun peeked out. The rooster finished his cocoa at Dodo. The villagers woke up refreshed, as if nothing happened. Only Milo knew he had lived an entire day alone. From that day on, Milo became the most punctual man in Tanda Tanda. He even became the village's official timekeeper. And every time someone complained about being out of time, Milo would chuckle and say, you don't want to borrow tomorrow, trust me. And so, the man who wanted more time learned to make the most of now. Because sometimes, lovelies, we don't need extra hours. We just need to stop wasting the ones we already have. That's true, definitely. Thanks for listening to Tovia's Tales today. Hit the like button, comment and subscribe for more stories that tickles your heart. See you next time, lovelies.